It's good to have you join us on AD4TVRADIO News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Dr. Folashade Yemi-Osun as head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Nigeria, and the retirement of Winifred Oyoita from the same position. A statement from the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation confirming the change indicates that this development would be without prejudice to the ongoing investigations into certain allegations against the former head of service. The President thanked Oyoita for her invaluable service to the nation and wished her well in her future endeavors. The appointment of Yemi-Osun takes effect from Friday, 28 February 2020. President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, this Friday has signed an executive order establishing a coronavirus 21-member task force and the completion of an isolation center at Mbagathi Hospital in Nairobi within 7 days. The President also ordered that the identification and preparation of isolation and treatment facilities in all Level 5 and referral hospitals across the country to be concluded by March 15, 2020. The coronavirus 21-member task force put in place by the President will formulate, enforce and review processes and requirements for entry into Kenya of any person suspected to have traveled to a coronavirus-infested area. In a related development, following the confirmation of the first case of coronavirus in Nigeria this Friday, the federal government of Nigeria has appealed to Nigerians not to panic, assuring Nigerians that the Ministry of Health is well equipped to detect and handle and curtail the spread of the disease. Against this backdrop, some Nigerians interviewed by our crew in Abuja have this to say.
First of all, I would like to commend the Lagos State government and the federal government as well for taking action, swift action in respect to curbing and arresting the spread. The Ministry of Health, they did a good one by circulating information around to make everyone understand what is going on. So it's the first step. The second step I believe we can do is create more medical awareness through all platforms, social media, and even creating symposiums as well.
So now what the government should do is just to do proper screening, checkmate everything they need to checkmate, but it has come and we'll kill it. It will go.
I believe very well that the federal government will be able to handle it. They are doing their best. It is left for us as citizens to cooperate and work along with them based on the publicity they are giving the virus in Nigeria.
I believe there is courage in everybody's heart that we are strong and we can handle any situation. And so with this, I believe there is no any cause to be panicked or to have any fear.
Now let's take a look at these clips on health tips and statistics.
This video is not fake news and is for all the people who are worried about the COVID-19 coronavirus. I did a lot of research and found a remedy to everyone's fear, and the remedy is in numbers, because numbers don't lie. Let's start with how many people are sick right now. 80,000. That's quite a lot, but out of this, 77,000 people are in China. So if you're not from China, that should remove 96% of your worry. Now let's assume somehow you got the virus. In the extremely unlikely event of you getting the virus, 81% of the cases are mild, 14% of the cases are moderate, and only 5% of the cases are critical, which means that you are very likely to recover from it. And if you somehow get to a critical state, if you compare COVID-19 to SARS, it had a 10% fatality rate, while COVID-19 has only a 2% fatality rate. That is a 5 times smaller number than SARS. Having said all of this, let's dive even deeper into the numbers to make you feel safer. safer. If you consider the age, the possibility of dying goes even lower. The death rate for people under 50 years old is only 0.2%. 0.2%. Everyone should know these numbers so that they see that the majority of people actually recover from COVID-19. This knowledge is essential so that less people worry. If you are under 50 years old and not living in China, you are much more likely to win the lottery, which is 1 in a 45 million chance, than actually dying from the virus. Remember, numbers don't lie. This video is about COVID-19, but we can all learn more from it. A life lesson. Let's take one of the worst days so far, February 10th, when 108 people, mainly from China, died from the virus. This is a horrible, very high number, but on the same day, cancer killed 26,283 people. Heart disease killed 24,641 people. Diabetes killed 4,300 people. And suicide on that day took 27.7 times more people than COVID-19. The lesson here for us is to cherish our lives every single day, because truth is we never know what can happen to us. Now, going back to COVID-19, the rules haven't changed. You still should wash your hands often to prevent the spread of the virus. Additionally, the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, recently said that the most likely way this disease is spread is through sneezing. So you are still most likely to prevent the extremely unlikely event of getting sick by staying away from crowds. And last but not least, perhaps the most misinformed aspect, masks. This is coming from CDC as well. The people who are not sick do not need masks at this time. I said it in my last video. The main purpose for the mask is if you feel like you might be sick and don't want to risk sneezing on other people. Whew. I did a lot of research. This is a lot of facts and numbers, but they are important. As of 24th of February, there is no reason to panic. If there's anything we can do is to use COVID-19 as a reminder to care for our lives always, and not only when we're afraid. Because a bad diet, driving while drunk or smoking is thousands of times worse than any coronavirus. Before I end this video, I want to touch one last topic that's very important to me: racism. A lot of people are using COVID-19 as an excuse to be racist against Chinese people, and it shouldn't be like that. It's not okay. We should not judge a whole nation based on an event like this. Racism sucks, and we need to all come together to not only battle the virus, the fake news and the panic, but also racism. So that a few months from now, when hopefully everyone is safe and we have the virus under control, we will all be able to say that we did our absolute best to fight the virus and not fight each other.
It works. We have done many studies. Believe me, it works. But several things. Number one, you must have the right protective equipment, the right mask. Now, this is the right mask. You see, it has a blue color on the outside because it's waterproof. Then you have a white on the inside, which is absorbent.
Yeah.
So if I cough, it absorbs it. Now, so you're going to wear it like this. The blue on the outside, the white on the inside. You have seen people wearing it like this. Totally wrong, you see. You see people wearing masks as only one piece of paper. Those are not for infection control. You can see this here, this tight little thick band here, is to show you that you should put it on the top.
Yep.
Why? Because once you wear it, then you squeeze it so that it matches.
You got to pinch the nose, yeah.
You pinch the nose, and then you put it down. Very important, because you don't want it to fall like this. If you see someone doing it, say, hey, please, you got to cover your nose. Have you seen doctors doing this? You know, talking to you like this.
Yeah, yeah.
This is wrong. The removal is just as important. You've got to listen to this. Because once you wear a mask, you should consider it dirty. Then when you remove, you don't touch it. You remove it such that...
Oh, everything's falling.
You
Be
remove
careful.
it such that it touches the... Oh, so sorry. You remove
People
it, don't
need
touch
to
it,
know
and
this.
drop it.
Yeah.
And then do hand hygiene.
Yes.
Talking education, the Director of Research and Development and Center of Excellence of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund Nigeria, Dr. Salihu Bakari, this Friday frowned at a publication by Premium Times alluding that research grants to lecturers of tertiary institutions from the fund are misapplied. He said this mispresentation is capable of sowing discontent between lecturers of public tertiary institutions and the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, and urged all stakeholders and the general public to disregard it. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, United States of America and the Taliban signed deal to end 18-year war. The volume of trade between China and Nigeria hits $19.27 billion. Vendors and buyers network at trade fair. More stories when we return. Just stay.
Hello guys, ladies, we're talking girl code. We're giving you the hottest, spiciest, sizzling entertainment gist. If you're not watching leisure sports, you're boring. What are you waiting for? It's fun, it's juicy, it's the hottest entertainment show on screen.
Many thanks for staying. The United States of America and the Taliban have signed an agreement this Saturday aimed at bringing peace in Afghanistan after more than 18 years of conflict. AD4TV Radio earlier in the week had indicated in one of its news bulletins the signing of this deal. The United States and its NATO allies have decided to withdraw all their troops from Afghanistan within 14 months if the militants maintain the deal. The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and the Taliban leaders attended the signing ceremony in Doha, Qatar. The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Ambassador Zhou Pingjian, this Friday in Abuja, Nigeria, said the volume of trade between China and Nigeria in 2019 has hit $19.27 billion US. Ambassador Zhou Pingjian, who made a statement at a forum on subnational cooperation between Nigeria and China held in Abuja this Friday, said that as the largest developing country in the world, China takes deep pride in its strong partnership with Nigeria, the largest developing country in Africa. He added that with strategic guidance and personal commitment of President Xi Jinping and President Muhammadu Buhari, the two countries have significantly enhanced political trust and secured fruitful outcomes in practical cooperation. Trade Fair is an exhibition organized for vendors to showcase and demonstrate their products, meet new partners, customers, examine new market trends and opportunities. Our correspondent this Saturday at the Small and Medium Enterprises Springboard Trade Fair 5.0 in Abuja, Nigeria, spoke with vendors and buyers who turned up to buy and sell varieties of goods such as beauty products, processed foods, clothes and jewelries. They report.
Right now we're at the trade fair SME 0.5 episode. At the shop, this is going for 55,000 naira. But here at the trade fair, the price is like 30,000 naira.
We are into production of culinary spices and herbs. We process and make process and package culinary spices and herb into spice that you can use for your meal. We also do coconut flour, plantain flour, beans flour, and palm oil.
Any type of jewelry that you're looking for, we have it. Unique jewelries from all over the world. That's what we sell. For example, this used to be 10,000 naira, but today we're doing it for 6,000 naira. So the same thing with that one is 10,000 naira family, but today is 6,000 naira.
I tried buying earrings. The lady actually gave me 2 for 1. So I buy one and I get one free.
The difference is not much, to be frank, but number one, they're actually very friendly, so you even want to buy from them. Do you understand? But I think it's a little lesser than the ones out there. And you have a lot of nice things here though. A lot. You're going to get confused.
On a lighter mood, children spice our lives by bringing joy and happiness to our homes. Today at the SME Springboard Trade Fair 5.0, they brought smiles on the faces of the audience with their superlative displays on the runway. Please enjoy this. We must give all children a chance to live and discover their potentials. If you enjoy this piece and agree with us on this, kindly let us know via our social media handles at AD4TVRADIO on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinamo.